Hey everyone, welcome to Daily Revelations. Thanks for joining me today. And as we are finishing up our last couple days of Nehemiah 12. So today we're talking about the storehouses, and I had to do a little bit of reading through. It's kind of towards the end of chapter 12. What were the storehouses for? What was being done with them? But as I was doing that exercise, I got into reading a little bit more about some of the references back in Numbers and in Deuteronomy. And these are things I've read before, but maybe things you don't know. And so I thought I would share those. And as I was reading it, this whole theme of trust and patterns of trust that God says, trust me. But as humans, we are skeptical. We don't know who we can trust. And it's actually good not to be naive and trust anybody. And so we naturally will learn to trust people that we know care about us and who have proven themselves to be trustworthy. Oftentimes when my kids would lie to me or do things when they were younger, I said, you've broken my trust, and now you have to earn it back. And so that is the same thing when we're with other people. When somebody fails to be someone you can trust, you often pull back and say, whoa, wait. Now everything that this person says and does, I'm going to question because I don't trust them as much anymore, and they need to earn it back. So it doesn't mean that we don't forgive, but my kids had a hard time understanding that, is that, yes, I do forgive you. We're not going to hold that, whatever you did against me, but the whole pattern of trust needs to be rebuilt on a new foundation, because some of those building blocks that could have built your trust up higher are now gone. So God does the same thing with us. So what he is telling the people during this time in Nehemiah 12, and what he told them from the very beginning in setting up the law back with Moses, was, I need you to build these patterns of trust, trusting in me, into your daily, weekly, monthly, seasonal patterns, so that as you see me being trustworthy, you will trust me more. And so what do I mean about that? Well, these storehouses were places where the people of all of Israel would come and they would bring their offerings to the Levites. Now, everyone was given a plot of land except the tribe of Levi. They were not given land. They could live wherever they wanted. Of course, they would have to come in and do duties in the temple, and they were kind of brought in around. But it was the responsibility of the people of Israel to care for the people, the Levite tribe, because their duty was to service God, not service the land. And so that's what these storehouses were for. They were for the people to put these excess things in so that these people would be an inheritance to God to serve him. In Deuteronomy 14, it goes further explaining what this is. I want to read you just a little bit. It says, you will surely tithe the produce from that which you sow, which comes out every year. And that will be from your grain, your new wine, your oil, your firstborn of your herd and your flock, that you may learn to fear the Lord your God. This was the very first things that they pulled out of the ground, the first things, the first part of their crop. They had no idea how the rest of the season would go. But what they harvested first was to go to the Levite tribe. And that was usually the best. And so giving up that on a regular basis was causing them to see God's trustworthiness over and over and over again. And then they said, well, if you live too far away to bring all that stuff to Jerusalem or wherever the Levites nearby would be, then trade it for money and send it to the temple. And at the end of every third year, you shall bring out all the tithe of your produce. So everything that you've stored up now, tithe it again, because I'm going to bless you so much that you're going to be able to do this. And then you take that to not only, and it says that you shall deposit it in your town, and the Levite, because he has no portion, will take from that, but also that will be used to support the widows and the orphans in your town as well. So God was telling them, trust me that you can give, that you can bless. And as you do that on a regular basis, you will learn to trust me more. And what a beautiful thing that And God tells us to do the same thing with him, to base our relationship with him on faith. And every time we have something that happens in our lives where we're caused to trust him, and he is there, he follows through, we hinge our trust for the next thing on that, as well as the other building blocks that are already in place. And it becomes a pattern of trust that we have in God. So I hope that's an encouragement to you today. Hope you enjoy your study and Nehemiah 12 on your own. And I'll see you again tomorrow to share whatever God shares with me and lays on my heart. So have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.